Hello there, Gemini. This is your full moon in Sagittarius reading, where we will briefly go over the past, present, and future that are affecting, this current full moon energy. Past, pretty much referring to the past new moon, with the future referring to the next upcoming new moon. I also pulled an oracle card for each of the signs, so we'll also discuss that at the end to kind of wrap it up, and also share any messages that come with the passage with the card. And I believe that's really it. Just gonna try and keep these shorter and sweeter so that I can actually get these all out for everyone for this full moon. So let's just try and jump into it here. So if we just want to start with bottom of the deck, with the Fool. I mean, anytime there's a major arcana card at the bottom of the deck, I always have to, not take heed, but what's the word? Just pay attention, because, it's usually very meaningful. But the Fool card in general is just very, very interesting, with this Wheel of Fortune up here as well. So Gemini, you're coming into some very, very interesting energy, some life-changing energy, fateful energy, karmic energy. Like, it's just, this is some very divine stuff going on. So I'll just actually read the little passage that it even has for the Fool card in this Dragon Tarot, just because the symbology in this deck is just, there's just so much that I'm still even, taking the time to go through it myself and learn everything there is in this deck. So I'll just discuss the little passage they have for the Fool. So the Fool stands on the black and white checkered floor, representing the light and darkness in each of our lives. Above his head are 4 aces from each of the 4 elements, symbolizing new beginnings. In one hand he holds a die for the element of chance, while in the other a jester's head for the humor which we all need to make it through any situation. On the floor, a harp with which Orpheus made his descent into the underworld. And so, I mean, the general, layman theme with the Fool is, brand new beginnings with an innocence, like a naivety that's not necessarily bad or good, it just is. So it's not to say that this energy or that the events, occurring with this energy are going to be good or bad. Even with this Wheel of Fortune, it's very easy to just be like, oh, well, that means good fortune, but that's not necessarily always the case. Especially Wheel of Fortune, to me, is like, well, it's gonna go the way it's supposed to go. But just getting back to this Fool card here. Oh, I can focus on that. But I really do love these cards, especially when they do this like portal, like doorway for some of these cards. So I believe I mentioned yesterday with the daily reading for everyone that yesterday felt like, okay, we're at the portal entrance. And so now it's really, this week is us actually walking through the portal. And so that's kind of what I'm even feeling with this Fool card energy. The other thing that I think about is it has this checkered floor, but he also has like this checkered chest of red and green, which makes me think of, those colors that correspond with the root and heart chakra. So let's just jump into the cards here. My son is really going to watch his shows at the door, so I guess I'm just going to try and get through this, and I apologize in advance if it's a little irritating in the back. We're just going to try and get through this. So we have, didn't really announce the cards. So we have a 5 of Wands in reverse, King of Coins in reverse, with the Wheel of Fortune upright. So off top, I feel like, this card, when it's in reverse, to me is low-key actually kind of good. Like, it makes me think, okay, you're actually getting out of this 5 of Wands energy, right? which is what I was thinking before I flipped over this card in reverse. So I'm not seeing this so much as you're getting, like, you're triumphant in this Five of Wands energy. I feel as if you may have even just like retreated with this being in reverse. Maybe like the fight was just like too much. Not even too much, but it was just like not even worth it. Like, nah, I'm just avoid this conflict. When I feel like that's low-key the issue, is you can't really, you know, bypass these issues. You kind of do have to face them and just go through it and deal with it. And maybe that's what these past few weeks did, is that it forced things to the surface that you had been avoiding. Like conflicts maybe with other people that you had been avoiding. Maybe, I'm really even seeing it as that. Maybe conflicts with other people that you had been avoiding. But it doesn't even have to be other people. Even when I look at these snakes, I kind of see those as the lower vibrations of our feminine like energy. And so I'm seeing maybe avoiding our inner demons, avoiding our inner, you know, our inner shadow, not actually facing it. So when we come to this present energy, we have this King of Coins here in reverse. So normally King of Coins is very, you know, rooted, supported, grounded. He's secure, so he's able to, you know, bless other people because he's, you know, secure. He knows how to, you know, share with other people as well. He's not a miser. So when I see this in reverse, I can think of a few different things. I can see it as maybe being too overly controlling of your material wealth. Just keep it straightforward with, you know, the coins. But to be honest, I'm kind of looking at this as maybe even just being too controlling. When it's in reverse, I just see it as it can go either way. So with both of these cards in reverse, maybe one scenario is you're avoiding your issues, you're avoiding the struggles, which are causing this feel of like instability with either like your finances or just the things that are supposed to be in your control in your life. Or what this also in reverse could be just overly controlling, just overly domineering of everything that you consider to be in your possession. But this being like the present energy though, this could even just be talking about having to deal with and actually face your feelings of lack that do create this need to control everything. Yeah. Let's just get into this Wheel of Fortune then. So, I mean, this is honestly a heavy card. I low-key wish I had... Here, you know what? Let me see if I can do like a quick clarification for this. Because, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, it's... Not that the card is vague, but there's just so much that it could mean. There's just so many directions that this could go in. So I low-key... I mean, with it together with the Fool, this is letting me know that maybe you're entering into a whole new karmic cycle. And so maybe having avoided the issues in the past, now it's coming up in your physical, to where now the stability is, the instability you felt inside is now, manifesting on the outside for you to deal with. And the card that did come out was Nine of Wands, but let me try and focus. Clarification for this Wheel of Fortune card. And the Chariot. So I mean, I don't like having all these major arcana cards to help me define this. You know what? Let's just go into it, and I'm actually going to go into the Oracle card, and maybe that will help me kind of clear it up, because I'm just seeing this almost as like, this is like the issues that you've been dealing with, not necessarily just recently, but like these are issues having to come up to be dealt with, not necessarily to be dealt with, but I'm thinking of so much. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just getting so much when I'm looking at this card. I'm thinking about, if I could focus that there. Thinking about the North Node. I'm trying to think of where that is for Gemini. That for you was, okay. So, I believe this for you is the IC, around like the 3rd and 4th house for the Gemini rising specifically. So I am seeing that as having to deal with issues with, as far as instability within the home. But I'm just really seeing this as like great transformational change. Not just that, but this also makes me think of like the magnetic field of the earth also changing. It makes me think of the fact that the poles are also shifting in the next couple months as well. And I feel like with all of those kind of transits going on, it's symbolic of this great transformational, evolutionary. That's the word maybe I'm looking for. Like, because it's not just change. Like, there's a lot of cards that can mean change, right? This is evolutionary change. This is a change where we're not going to go back from. Let me just get into this Oracle card. All right. So we have the Silver Dragon. Illuminate your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul and see higher possibilities. And so, I mean, that just makes me think of this Wheel of Fortune with the full energy. This very Jupiterian, Uranian energy. Very higher frequency energy. So, let's read the passage here. Silver Dragon. Make sure I'm pulling the, oh, there we go, 56. All right, here we are. Fifth dimensional, shimmering silver dragons radiate divine feminine light and gentle qualities. They exude harmlessness, love, peace, tranquility, balance, gentleness, and calmness. if we are ready. They surround our aura in a soft, pure silver light that enables us to retain these divine feminine qualities. They also reflect our true self and highest potential back to us by coming to us and looking deep into our eyes. This enables us to see the essence of our soul and discover aspects of ourselves we did not know existed. We are reminded of our divine magnificence and may catch a glimpse of the mighty soul or even monad I am presence to which we belong. Your fifth dimensional soul blueprint contains the keys and codes of your gifts, talents, wisdom, and powers. Much of this is locked away and unused. Receiving this card suggests that it is time for some of this potential to be ignited and brought forward into your life. You are ready to reveal yourself and be who you truly can be. Sit quietly and see or sense the shimmering silver dragon who has come to you. Allow it to reflect back to you the highest aspects and hidden aspects of your soul and your higher possibilities. This may or may not be a conscious process, but it will inspire you to express your essence and transform your life. Be ready to develop any gifts or qualities that the dragon draws to your attention. You may surprise yourself. So, again, where did I end up putting that wheel of... Oh, there we go. So again, it brings me back to this Wheel of Fortune feeling energy. I'm trying to want to show you these other cards at the same time. Of really tapping into hidden sources. Receiving that key to really unlock your evolutionary powers. Even with the mention of, with the mentioning of mirrors, especially with this being a Gemini reading, I'm definitely even just seeing maybe this with these snakes down here, as I was mentioning before, just not even dealing with the aspects of yourself that you don't exactly like. You don't really get to just run from them forever because things manifest, things that you refuse to pay attention to will manifest because you have to deal with them. Your higher self wants you to deal with them, so it's going to happen. And with the Wheel of Fortune, with that Fool card energy, this is evolutionary change that you can't hide from. You can't, avoid it like you feel like you might want to with this Five of Wands energy, but you can't. You can't, even with this King of Coins reversed. There's no way you can control the changes coming through. Not to mean like this is something to be afraid of, but that like this is all happening for your higher good. So to be honest, the best thing that you can do is go with the flow. Allow what needs to be illuminated for you to be illuminated so that you can deal with it. And not just so you can deal with the issues, but again, with the focus on looking into your own soul and finding higher possibilities for yourself. So, I believe that is it for us now, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. This one went a little bit longer than anticipated, but that's all right. Thank you again. I just appreciate you watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Gladiator in Sweats, and you can also stay tuned on my channel where I post daily videos every day for just the feeling of the energies that day and any messages that need to come through, as well as the weekly tarot forecast where I just discuss the energies of the week in the same way, and we also pull oracle cards to just further give us any guidance that is necessary. So, without further ado, y'all, I cannot thank you guys enough. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sagittarius full moon. I hope that these changes that come through are, of course, for your highest good and that you're able to roll with it, because I am a fellow Gemini sun. I totally can resonate with a lot of the energy that came through with the cards today. So again, I definitely just urge you to really just give in to this release. I mean, the whole time I was doing this reading, what came to my mind was the hanging man and needing to go with this process because I'm feeling this is an initiation. So, let me just go before I keep on rambling with y'all, Gemini. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.